So as you guys have probably realized by now, I'm doing a lot of experimenting at the moment. Changing my art style, changing my storytelling, and so on and so forth. I do appreciate any input you guys have, and so far it seems that while most of you like my new art style, a good portion of you think I should use both. So I'm gonna try and do that in this video. A couple of major changes in this style would be Torak's robes, which I upgraded to a slightly more detailed design, and I gave Red, the old lady barbarian, squinty eyes. I understand if it takes you guys some time adjusting, since their chibi styles are pretty different, especially with the giant googly Garfield eyes. But anyways, to start, I'm going to try and do a short recap so that any new people to this channel will get the idea of what the main campaign is about. Be warned though, this group is kind of all over the place. So, if you find the plot hard to follow, I can't disagree with you there. It's just how the campaign's been going. If you're familiar with the story, you'll still be learning new information that I didn't previously include because in the beginning, I did kind of rush through my videos and skip a bunch of details. Oh, and this is not a typical campaign. PvP happens a lot. So, if inter-party conflicts get on your nerves, I'm so sorry. Anyways, I'd also like to mention a few fun facts about some of the characters. First is Red. She's an elderly barbarian with magical Alzheimer's who can't remember her own backstory, yet she's more intelligent than your average barbarian and can speak multiple languages. Next is Alzahar. He's a paladin of vengeance who, kills things. If you're not familiar with the Oath of Vengeance rules, you can summon up as a free pass for murder hoboing, unless your DM is a stickler, because it's very hard to consider anything against this oath without going pacifist. And lastly is Torak, the tiefling telofuling wizard, who acts more like a rogue and gets in trouble every chance he gets. Most of his spells are geared towards utility, and when he gets angry, he won't kill you directly. He'll have someone else do it without them even knowing. So, this whole thing started in a small logging town called Woodhurst. Our primary group includes a paladin, a barbarian, and a wizard. Someone commented in the last video that Torak looked better with pupils, so yeah, I added them. Anyways, the group is hired by an archer named Logan to kill off a goblin nest that has been causing issues. While doing so, we find a diary from Logan's missing wife that reveals how she turned evil after foolishly drawing a card from the Deck of Many Things. No, I'm not referring to the Humblewood Kickstarter or the Deck of Many website. The Deck of Many Things is an item in D&D where, if you draw a card from it, you'll suffer a magical side effect depending on which card you get. Logan's wife, Kiri, for example, drew the Balance card, which changed her alignment. After becoming evil, she hid in the nearby mines and practiced necromancy. Her practice in the dark arts even attracted a demon named Caressa who helped excel her progress, and when her evil deeds were nearly exposed by the town, she fled to the capital. There was also mention of her being pregnant at the time. "That can't be." Logan was shocked at this revelation. "She disappeared over 10 years ago. I had no idea she was practicing such dark rituals that whole time." "Yep, them's the breaks. Now where's our money?" "Wait, my wife might still be in the capital. Could you come with me to try and help find her?" Excuse me? I get that this is all shocking for you and all, but my hand just got chopped off. How about we take a break before chasing some crazy necromancer chick halfway across the map? Yeah, so there was a room in the goblin mines that required a flesh sacrifice in order to enter. Torak's hand was involuntarily offered up by Red, who tricked him and even tossed him into a sacrificial circle in case there was another booby trap. There wasn't. On the bright side, he got a new spellbook, gauntlet, and wand in exchange. They leave for the capital the next day, with Logan paying for room and board at the cheapest inn. While there, the group goes on a few crazy adventures that include hunting down a magician's wand, working for a duck, joining the Heroes Guild, killing bandits, and becoming fake legendary heroes. How did we become fake legendary heroes? Well, we encountered a particularly hard boss fight while killing bandits for the guild. But since the quest was just to join the guild, we weren't paid for it with anything other than membership. Torak even tried taking the boss's head to the guild to see if there was a reward for the guy, only to be told no. When he told the other two, Red decided we needed to emphasize how difficult this boss was in order to make the guild pay us. Stomping into the guild, she drew a crowd of onlookers as she told a ridiculously inflated story about how he defeated Sanoth, the unusually intelligent ogre boss. "He was the size of a mountain and wore a necklace of baby femurs. There were thousands of bandits in this army and a whole legion of necromancers at his beck and call. The battle was so fierce that the gods themselves came down to help us." The true story was that we tricked one of the bandits into turning on the boss and used him as a decoy during the battle. How'd we do that? By convincing him that he was some sort of chosen one. There's a whole video on it if you want to check it out. Anyways, Red was rolling ridiculously high the entire time, so now the entire capital knows the story of the infamous legendary heroes who defeated the mighty Sanoth. Not long before the whole legendary heroes thing, our murder hobo happy party murdered dun 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 John the cart driver, who at the time was an unnamed NPC. Essentially, Torak the wizard decided we should get a cart for ourselves, but the party couldn't afford to buy one. So after hiring John to drive us to the bandits' camp, Torak thought it would be a simple matter of scaring the guy off and stealing the cart while he wasn't looking. And what better way to do this than by tricking the tunnel vision paladin into chasing him away? Psst, that guy looks suspicious. Well, John didn't quite run as fast as Torak thought he could. Yeah. After that, Torak and Alzahar were arrested and put on trial when John's remains are discovered in the woods. Red manages to avoid arrest by cutting her hair and disguising herself as an old fisherman. She then gathers a mob to demand our freedom. Come on, everyone! The legendary heroes who saved the world just last week have been arrested for a crime I swear they had nothing to do with. Thanks to this, the group has moved up to bronze level in the guild and declared official citizens of the capital, while John, being from a poor family and never having filled out the paperwork for it, was simply a random commoner. However, the capital does have standards, so even though we were excused for the murder, we were fined 10,000 gold since John died while on our watch, and therefore was under our responsibility according to the guild. Pretty sure this was our DM telling us to stop killing random NPCs and maybe even start protecting the important ones he throws our way. This might sound like a bit much, but Red did insist on trying to kill Logan, our employer, multiple times. So yes, this lesson was necessary. After the trial, a half-elf bard named Modesty joins the group. Oh no, nuh-uh, she was the lawyer that tried to put us in jail. Modesty flips her hair. I only took the job for the money, but it's really an honor to meet the real legendary heroes. I'd like to join your group and learn more about your adventures. No way, I'll never trust you. She tosses him 10 gold. How about now? I trust you with my life. Hey, if you're done being a nuisance, can we register for this tournament already? So it turns out Alzahar isn't actually a full paladin. He has to complete a quest to do that, and you know how quests go. One task leads to another, which leads to another, and so on. And one of those tasks happened to involve this tournament to get invited to a party, so he can get a book, so he can give it to a cult. Around this time, our backup characters are introduced to the main group as companions on behalf of the guild. They tell us to instruct them on how to be adventurers, or something. However, we're a bit too focused on the main quest to actually do anything with them, so Alzahar just instructs them to do push-ups while we complete the tournament. More interesting story coming soon. So you remember the whole fake legendary hero thing? Well, that story became so popular that when we entered the tournament, one of the competing teams signs up as legendary heroes themselves. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of imposters entering the tournament. I'm the legendary hero. See our team's might. No, you're not. Yes, we are. No, we are. Nuh-uh. Then the wall drops and we see a team of 4, all dressed in red armor. Why didn't we color coordinate our outfits like that? The tournament takes 2 days. Because of how OP Alzahar is, the battles really aren't too difficult, though Alzahar does try to boast and take credit for the legendary hero every chance he gets. Bow before my might! No! The final battle involves fighting the champion, who is dressed head to toe in armor, his hulking figure exuding power. We tried being super careful because this was obviously intended to be a difficult battle. Torak kept his distance, and Red, having entered her baby dragon into the tournament, does her best to flank him. The battle just ends up taking longer due to the group's caution, but he eventually goes down with a whimper. I promised I wouldn't cry. And he collapses. The party hovers over him for a moment and looks at Alzahar. What? He was the enemy! Defeating him was the point! Oh, all right. And Alzahar uses lay on hands to help the man recover. Happy. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video and sticking around for after the credits. I just wanted to wish you all a happy Easter, even though most of us are unable to visit family or leave the house. Unlike paladins, we're not immune to diseases, so remember to practice social distancing and try not to panic buy. Seriously. There's people who are at risk who can't self-quarantine thanks to people buying everything out at the stores. It's a little sad. Also, what is this new toilet paper cult? People be trying to summon Cthulhu up in here with their excessive free time. Y'all need to chill with that. Things will get better. We just gotta stick together, okay? Thanks. Bye.